Mix up some things to make our Jamaican Christmas breakfast, but I also picked up some maybe slightly more American breakfast and some slightly more picky American kids breakfast slash snack, buttermilk pancakes, and to bring it back all the way to Jamaican, we have some dried sorrel, which we're going to prepare by steeping it with some ginger. To bring the breakfast back to the Jamaican side, I'm going to make some cornmeal porridge, grate my nutmeg. Already got some of the ingredients inside. Let's get going. So we stir in all the lumps before we even put it on the stove, because lumpy porridge is not any porridge I want to eat. The key to making this porridge is to go low and slow. That's the sorrel.
I knew you guys would like it.
Just put the roof on and fix it.
And Mama, this Mommy.
Yeah. Yeah, but you move two more. So you're on 2. Oh. You add 2.
Here. 1, 2.
Ah,
yes.
So you're on 5, right?
Yeah, 5.
Where were you before? 2 or 3?
2.
So,
so
2 plus
4,
2 is what?
Now you're in the chute.
4.
So you come up here.
Ah!
You climb up the ladder.
Good job. 4. So I'm at 29. So Daddy, which direction do I go?
30. 1, 2, 3.
3.
There it is. All right.
Ladder.
No, it's not.
So is it my turn? It's my turn. 6.
So I haven't given you a reading update in a while, and that's because I haven't been reading much. I've been reading a little bit, but just not enough to really talk too much about. I've been doing almost everything other than reading, and I've been loving it. All the family time is what the Christmas season is for me, but I will pause from all of that to tell you that I've been reading this and I've been loving it. My Brilliant Career by Miles Franklin is set in Australia, and the author wrote this when she was 16 years old, which I find to be an astounding accomplishment. I guess this was like autofiction. And because I read the backstory, I'm reading this as though it is a memoir. So the author is growing up in Australia, and she's talking about what her life is like. And they said that when the book was first published, it scandalized her countrymen to the point where she asked that the novel not be republished until after she had passed away. She was a young woman, right? Yeah, the synopsis says, when 16-year-old Miles Franklin began writing a thinly disguised novel about her youth in the Australian bush, she meant to, quote, show just how ridiculous the life around me would be as story material. End quote. But when My Brilliant Career was published in 1901, it struck its author's native country like a small bomb, and so scandalized Australians that Franklin demanded that it not be published again until 10 years after her death. Today, it remains electrifying for its passion, candor, and contrariness. I'm finding all of that to be true. So, this one is set in the bush country, and we're reading about the harshness of her life as a result of her father's choices, as well as the harsh conditions of the climate. The author's family is British. Her mother, she said, was a British aristocrat who I guess had emigrated and had found that maybe life wasn't exactly what she expected it to be, because the daughter of a British aristocrat living as a farm woman, like trying to make a dairy farm work in a harsh Australian climate. And then, of course, the daughter, the author, growing up inside of that life. So yeah, the things that she's describing here are not, they're not glowing. And I could understand why maybe her family and the people who knew her might have said, well, why you write this about your family? But I'm finding it to be so fascinating. So I don't know when I'll finish, but I'm enjoying it. The title spotting comes early. I like to find the titles of books inside of the text if I can. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. But in this case, it appears on page 28, and she uses it to refer to the lives that her parents are leading. And it's a sarcastic use of the word brilliant because she doesn't find their careers as dairy farmers, and ergo her career as she's becoming a teenager and having to work on that farm. She is not finding that to be brilliant at all, but she is referring to other things about the climate, and they're going through this drought period, and she's calling that, maybe referring to that brilliancy of the sun that is like sapping everything that they have. And maybe that brilliance doesn't feel so warm and inviting in that moment. So finding this to be a really fascinating read thus far. And even though I haven't finished and I'm far away from finishing, I think I feel safe in recommending this to you as something that you may want to pick up. So that's how we're going to round out this video. Thank you so much for watching the Vlogmas videos thus far. I've been really enjoying sharing my daily life with you, and I hope you're enjoying it too. I don't know, maybe we'll continue this even after the Christmas season has ended, but no promises. We're just going to have to see how things go. But thank you so much for being here today, and I hope to see you tomorrow as Vlogmas continues. And until then, happy reading, happy Vlogmas, happy Christmas. Bye.